All right, let's cross back over to Faisal Ahmed, who is in Eastleigh. Hopefully we can get him now to give us an update on the count. Faisal, what can you tell us about what's been happening so far?
Thank you very much, Victoria. I do apologize for that technical hitch. But here in Eastleigh, as I was informing you, business is not as usual. Usually Eastleigh is at this particular time on a weekend, it's buzzing, people are out eating, but as maybe my cameraman could pan around, most of the shops around here have been closed together with a few restaurants. We only see that one restaurant which is open, and you can see that amount of cars that are actually parked outside it, indicating that almost everyone in Eastleigh, or most of the residents who do eat out in Eastleigh, are actually coming to that particular area. Now, earlier on we did visit some residential areas and actually accompanied a few enumerators to conduct the counting exercise. And one of the main challenges that they complained about was the language barrier, with most of the Somali community here in Eastleigh unable to understand what they were saying. But now I'm joined by Ahmed Asmali, who is one of the residents and also considered, or rather is the Secretary General for the Eastleigh business community. Ahmed, you told me that you are aiding some of the enumerators in translating whatever they were saying to the Somali community. Do you think this might be a challenge going forward, given that not all of the residents here in Eastleigh do understand English and Swahili fluently?
I mean, it's a few challenge. It's not something that's wholesome. There were some few hiccups here and there, especially with the language. As you understand, Eastleigh is it's a cosmopolitan area, but it's largely inhabited by the Somali community. Earlier on, I went around to some homesteads and helping out the census officials with the language barrier and all that. But it has gone on swiftly and smoothly. Like you said, Eastleigh on an evening like this, on a Saturday evening, is buzzing. But now all the shops are closed, all the restaurants are closed. Even though the cabinet secretary has said only clubs and bars were supposed to be closed, you can see the restaurants and the shops are closed here in Eastleigh.
And maybe how can you gauge the participation of the residents here in the census process? How perceptive are they of this particular process?
Very perceptive. Somali community are normally a docile community. They are oral society. A word of mouth goes around very quickly. People are aware of census that's going on. They are aware that it's starting tonight and it's going on for a week. They are aware that it's important that they're registered. And to point out, a lot of people went out of Nairobi, went to Northeastern, for example, to be counted over in their home counties.
And before I let you go, there is also this issue that some of the enumerators did highlight to us, and that actually is the foreigners who are living here in Eastleigh. Maybe how perceptive are they of this particular process, and do they understand the importance of this process to Kenya as a country, even though there are foreigners here?
I mean, there is a large number, a significant number of people from the diaspora who are Somalis from America and London and Europe and so on, and they are aware that there's a census going on, and they are talking to their communities to participate on this exercise. And I want to urge the community here to take part in this exercise. It's very important nationally and also locally for us to be enumerated and to know about our numbers. And the Somali community largely very populated. So I'm urging my community people and community leaders and the youth to come out in large numbers and to be enumerated.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Now, Victoria, to try and give you a glimpse of how the word was being spread, during the Isha prayers, that is the 8 p.m. prayers, the mosques were actually urging individuals to go back home in order to be enumerated. And before that, we actually saw a huge presence of police officers around here trying to maintain order in and around Eastleigh and its environs. And as we can actually see from the pictures that we have and what we can gather, is that everything here is actually going on smoothly and the exercise is going on smoothly. We'll keep you up to date on this particular subject as it continues to develop. Victoria.
Great, Faisal. Good to know what's going on there in Eastleigh.